Earlier this week, eyewitness investigator Mike Pearlstein broke the story about a plan that was drawn up by consultants hired to help the NOPD.
Well, the rough draft includes recommendations aimed at crime fighting and beefing up recruiting, but what will actually become a reality? Mike joins us now with those exclusive insights. Mike, what have you learned?
Well, that's right, Katie and Charisse. We sat down with John Casbon of the New Orleans Police and Justice Foundation, which is ponying up the money for those consultants. And we found out that while some of the plan is going to be revised, some other elements are already in the works. When the New Orleans Civil Service Commission meets Monday, among the items they will consider is this: eliminating recent marijuana use as a disqualifier to become a police officer.
The Civil Service has been very cooperative, more so than I've ever seen it. They really understand the crisis that we are in, and they've made major moves.
That would be a sweeping change if adopted, and it parallels this recommendation by the New York police consultant Fausto Pichardo in his 10-day draft report to, quote, determine if the vetting process for recruits is too stringent.
And it was clear that nothing was off limits.
Local businessman John Casbon helped hire Pichardo and the rest of the consulting team through the New Orleans Police and Justice Foundation. It's a role he knows well after doing the same thing in the 1990s when then Police Chief Richard Pennington launched a plan that grew the department to a record 1,600 officers and cut murders in half. The city acted boldly to address the crime crisis then, and Casbon thinks it can be done again.
I think we're in danger, and we gotta make sure that what we're doing works. There's no plan B.
But can the city pull off a similar overhaul? Already, the draft plan's recommendation of moving 212 desk officers and detectives to frontline patrols has been whittled down to about 100. Casbon believes the difference can be made up with aggressive hiring, not just of recruits, but lateral transfers and former officers willing to come back.
I have literally agencies calling me right now saying, how do I come back? We're even talking to the reserves.
Casbon expects some pushback in politics, but he thinks that ultimately one thing will help this plan succeed.
Because what everybody wants, no matter who you are, is a safe city.
Now, while the plan we obtained earlier this week was a leaked rough draft, Casbon said the full final plan will eventually be posted online for everyone to review.
And I'm
Katie
sure
and Charisse?
a lot of people will want to see that plan, Mike, you think. Thank you so much.